Hi friends, good morning. And today we are going to talk about Sir Philip Sidney, who was an important writer in the age of Renaissance, which is also known as Age of Revival and Age of Reforms. Sir Philip Sidney was a diplomat, a soldier, a writer, a critic, a Renaissance man, as he offered water to a dying soldier during the War of Zutphen. He wrote some important works such as Astrophel and Stella, Defense of Poesy or Apology for Poesy, and Arcadia. And one thing that is to be remembered is that none of his works were published during his lifetime. Now let's quickly dive into the most important work written by Sir Philip Sidney named Astrophel and Stella. It was published in 1591 after his death. Written in 108 sonnet sequences and 11 songs, the poem's plot is based on an unhappy love of Astrophel for Stella. Astrophel is regarded as star lover and Stella is regarded as a star. Stella is referred to as Penelope Rich, who is considered to be the love interest of Sir Philip Sidney, but their relationship is only poetic, having no evidence in real life. In the story, apart from snatching a kiss while she is asleep, Astrophel achieves nothing, and the story breaks off with the line that therewith my song is broken. It was written in Italian sonnet form and it was included in the editions of Arcadia from 1598. So let's talk about another important work of Sir Philip Sidney, that is the Apology for Poetry or the Defense of Poesy. It was published in the year 1595 and it is a criticism of the work written by Stephen Gosson named The School of Abuse. It was written in defense of the work, and Stephen Gosson leveled four charges against poetry in his work The School of Abuse. The first charge was a man could employ his time more usefully than in poetry. The other one is it is the mother of all lies, and his views were similar to the views of Plato. He also told that poetry is the mother of all lies. The third one is it is immortal and the nurse of abuse, and the fourth one is the Plato has banished poets from his ideal commonwealth. In this statement, he is supporting Plato's views on poetry. After that, Sidney gave answers to all the complaints by Gosson. He said that poetry alone teaches and moves to virtue, and therefore a man can better spend his time in it. Second one, a poet has no concern with the concern of veracity or falsehood, and therefore he can scarcely be a liar. In the third statement, he is mentioning that poetry is a man's wit that abuses poetry. It is a man's wit that abuses poetry and not vice versa. And the fourth one is it is without foundation because Plato did not find fault with poetry but only the poets of the time who abused it. He is telling that Plato was not against the poetry, but he was against the poets who were abusing the poetry. So in this work, he sets out to restore poetry to its rightful place among all the arts. So that was all about Mr. Philip Sidney, where we talked about his life, his important works, and his views on poetry. So we'll meet next time with another important writer. Till then, keep loving literature. Thank you.